Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the
All right.
thing.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're
do you
doing
think I
the
missed
thing.
anything on the notes, or
Let
do
me
you think I
look.
covered?
I literally haven't looked at. I have looked at the notes. No, I added some stuff. I think we're good.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
And
Cool.
then we'll
Cool.
also, I think Sean is our second guest since we came up with these guest questions. So at the end,
Oh yeah,
we'll
we
hit
gotta
him.
do those. That's for
We'll
sure.
hit him with these questions,
Right.
if I remember or if we remember. But I guess that's what the show notes are for. I'll write them in.
So the first like 15 minutes of this is always just for the Patreon members. Like we talk to them. There's no one watching right now, which is fine. I'm not sad about that. Like I figured not everyone can come to everything. We only have 11 people in the that even have the ability to watch our live streams.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we normally have a couple people hop in.
Yeah,
and people are probably just getting home from work and all that on the East Coast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're doing a little earlier than usual, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
I changed up the scheme.
No, we've done it this early before. We just haven't done it this early since we've done live streaming.
That was one of the better ideas, I think, that you guys have done, the live streaming.
I agree.
Yeah, for like and it got us some extra Patreon members, like, and some people like bumped up their subscription.
8 people that even have the ability to watch live streams right now, and we have one person watching. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think doing live streams was a fun addition. We also just added a new Patreon support for our Patreon members, and that's good.
We did.
You get a little discount, a little discount for being a Patreon member from our store. You get 10% if you're in the first 2 tiers, so the supporter and the alien, and then 15% if you're in the band member and VIP. So that's fun.
Can't go wrong with that.
Figure why not?
I mean, it's not like anyone's going to be struggling for variety.
That's true.
I may have gone a little bit.
You know what though? I want you to be creative. I want you to be as creative as you want to be. I don't want to stifle your creativity.
Well, I think what made me feel a bit better about it was the fact that you can sort of lock them away until they're ready to throw them out. So, I mean, in theory,
I enlisted a bunch of your designs, which I love your designs. Don't get me wrong. I locked them away because I figured we'd do like
because we can reveal some over time.
Yeah, exactly. Or some things that have like maybe more, they're more topical.
Yeah,
so you want to put it right in the right spot.
And
exactly.
The kitty.
And then my kittens now. Yeah.
You might get a tiny bit of background noise every now and then because it's gone at 11 p.m. and the next door neighbours have decided to let every child that they have ever birthed go out to the garden and play.
Oh, that's fun.
No worries. I
mean, why not? Yeah, no, it's all good. So yeah, I guess welcome to the party, people on Patreon. Because even though I think there's one person watching right now, we leave this up for people who are Patreon supporters at the Cantina alien level are watching this. So that opens it up for pretty much most of our Patreon supporters are at that level. And thank you very much if you're watching this. If you're watching this, that you're supporting us at a level where you can see it. And we are eternally grateful. If you haven't seen it this last week, with the help of Sean, say hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
That's good. Nailed it. Loved it. Sean helped us start our own store, our little merchandising store, which we'll have links to. We already have links to on our Patreon. And for the people watching right now live, you get 15% off of that And for the people that are watching this after, you get 10. And the codes are respectively on your own individual Patreons. I made that because it's just easier to do a coupon.
Yeah,
code.
that's convenient. And you can see that snazzy shirt Mike is wearing right now.
Oh yeah, right.
You can
here.
get your own.
This one. It's backwards. Yeah.
Wrong side.
Wrong side. There we go. Black Series Cantina, and then on the back it has the Podcasting Greats logo. But I guess
you don't want to turn around and model.
Why else would I wear it if I'm not going to do this? Right?
You could just stand up and turn.
I'm not going to.
That'd be too easy. Zach.
Oh, weird. It's weird. You can feel you're wearing the shirt backwards. Like it just feels weird. It feels wrong.
Yeah, it looks like
that's
it's
what's happening
really
right
tight
now.
on your shoulders right there. Yeah.
I guess it feels really tight on my shoulders.
scrunchy
Let me make me big here. There we go. So we have the Podcasting Greats logo right there, and the one. This is actually the old version. Sean cleaned it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. So the one that people order now will have a sharper text, but I think this looks fine, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it a lot. So Black Series Cantina. We have this shirt. We have a ton of shirts. Let's look at our store. Why not?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
We have a mug.
Yeah.
Stickers.
We do.
Which I'm gonna get a sticker and maybe put it on my Mac.
I've got so many things, and we're gonna buy a bunch of this stuff for ourselves, and we are going to
giveaways.
We're gonna give it away for sure. So, look forward to that. How do I look at the store?
You want me to link it to you?
There we am I right? I got it. All right. I got it.
He's got it.
I guess we do this and we share my screen.
Hey Sean, do you have your fine editions ready for the episode?
I do. There was quite a few, so I selected.
Oh wow.
Only 3.
Well, quite a few.
Look at that. That is snazzy.
Look at that. Yeah, we got some snazzy stuff. Oh, I thought I turned a lot of these off.
It's all right. It's a sneak preview.
I guess. That's true. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of these off. What's the website again? It's Black Series. There it is.
Here, I'm going to put it in the private chat. Wait.
Okay, no, this is the updated one. This is the right one.
Okay.
It's the black-series-cantina-podcast.creator-spring.com. It just rolls right off the tongue.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Kirby Brock's here. Kirby Brock is listening/watching. Also, Lance Peter Luke gave us a little message saying he hopes he can make it later. Lance Peter Luke, we hope that you can make it later as well.
Absolutely.
But yes, we have some good stuff in our merch now. I really like it. I'm gonna get a hoodie for sure.
Easily.
I think that's my first. That's my first buy.
Yeah, I already got the shirt that I'm wearing.
I love the fine edition shirt. The fine edition shirt is it's such a core part of our podcast. I
agree.
Again, and does that come in different colors too? I think it does.
Too.
Navy.
You can get the navy, the yellow, and the blue looks awesome.
Yeah.
I think I ordered the gray, but I'm gonna order. I like the navy. And then on the back, it shows our the Podcast Greats logo, which is
there.
The fine edition one is such a core part of it's like our brand thing for us at this point,
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Rancor shirt is just absolutely
the Rancor shirt is great.
That's
a personal achievement. That one.
Yeah.
This one I'm gonna wear it to any cons I go to, next year at ICC or whatever. I'm gonna wear this, and hopefully somebody's like, "Oh snap!" I was wondering if we could get our logo on the back of it, though.
That's what I was about to say. I wonder if just underneath, gone but not forgotten, if we could get the little Podcasting Greats
as soon as you
kind of
pulled
logo
it up there, that went through my head as well. It looked a little bit better.
Or we could just do like at TBS Cantina or something.
Or just our Twitter handle or something. Yeah, just something that brands us instead of just being a good shirt, which it is a good shirt. That one comes in black and deep forest.
Nice. But yeah, that's such a good
one. Return of the Jedi colors for that one.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good smart. So I didn't even consider that. I just thought this was random.
It's like with the blue fine edition shirt. The only reason I sort of went for blue with that was in my head I thought, oh, U-Wing from Rogue One.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you. You got thoughts behind all of these. I like it. We're probably gonna re-talk about all these when we talk about merch. So I'd love to get your thoughts, like what inspired you to do some of these. Like some of these are obvious, like just having the big logo on the middle of a shirt. That's like duh.
So one day
inspired you branding,
right?
One day, whenever I'm able to meet the team, like the Star Wars team, like Eric or something, like at a SCCC or something like that, one day for Star Wars Celebration, we got to wear the Rancor shirt and then take a picture with them, with the team. They'd be hurt.
Also, one other thing, is it possible to get the Coughing General one, but like reversed, where it's black with the white outline?
Yeah, for sure.
I just prefer wearing black t-shirts because I'm fat,
the same.
and black hides the.
And our logo on the back, maybe. I'm
exactly the same.
And our logo on the back one, right?
Yeah.
But I really like this.
Yeah, that one's pretty sick. Just the BSC right there.
And you have even more designs that we haven't talked about, which is for the people in Patreon land. We can talk about because that's your Patreon members. You should get the goods, the dealio, the early releases. So my favorite is the Fine Editions baby onesie, and
that was a smart idea on your part. That was a very smart idea.
I'm 100% buying that for. I have so many people that are having kids, and we even have, I think, a Patreon member who's having a kid, and this, I guess, is ruining the surprise. I'm sending him one, because I just think that's awesome. And like my wife and I are trying to have a kid. I'm like, of course I'm gonna buy myself a Fine Edition. Baby onesie.
Oh yeah,
like this awesome. Is great. Comes in so many good colors. You got pink, you got the blue, you got the black. Got they're inside on there. Like I can just keep them in it.
Keep it, yeah. Michael trying to have a kid. That means you got to spend money on toys not for you. That's gonna hurt, isn't it?
I know. But you grow up, we live, we learn. That one's really good. I love that one. What's another good one here? And
you can do pink or blue on that, depending on you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Mando Black Series Cantina one, where it's in the Mando language. That's also really good.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I also like it. Maybe you could do in just regular Arabesh as well.
I've actually got all the textures for that made already, ready to go.
Oh, you're so nice.
Nice.
I like you a lot. You're good.
That was made about 10 minutes after that one.
So just some fun facts for the Patreon members listening here. We had a little bit of an issue because Teespring did not like our logo initially. They rejected our shirts with it on there, and I sent them an email. I'm like, "What's up? Like do you think it? Yeah, like, what's the issue here?" Like, I thought maybe for some reason that specific tiny logo, which is similar but legally distinct from Hasbro's Gaming Greats logo, was too similar, and they just responded like, "Whoops, our bad," and now it's not an issue, I guess. But
I'm glad that got cleared because when that happens, you asked me to sort of try and alter the design a little bit. I've never been under more stress trying to do that for some reason.
My goodness, I did not mean
not from you, but it's the design itself. It's a very simple design. it sounds strange, but the way it's made, it's not centered. If you actually take a close look at it, it's not one part of it is centered with the other. And that's how I've tried. That's how I purposely made it like that.
Because it's like diagrammed on top of each other, right? Like stacked, kind of.
Yeah. So when you do try and add little bits or try and reshape it, it makes things a lot more confusing.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad that's not the case anymore. I'm glad
we're sorry we put you through that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's my fault for trying to deal with this at 4 a.m. usually.
Which is weird because it actually works better for us on our time because that's usually usually when we're awake.
Yeah. I blame the podcast for my insomnia.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take it.
All right, ready to dive into the show proper?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it because I will bring it up so we can talk about it. But for sure, let's bring that back up here and make it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Actually, before we go on, stop screen. I want to share the window. There we go. That way I'm not sharing like my entire screen and I don't have to worry about what I have up. So, little things like that. No one gets to see all my pornography and different
all your links.
All the dark side.
Yeah.
Your private videos.
You know what it is. Yeah, homemade. You guys know what.
Homemade
films. How it is. You know exactly. You know how it is. All right. Yeah. I guess let's go ahead and get started with the podcast proper here. Hi there. Welcome to Black Series Cantina. I'm your host, Mike. And with me, I've got my co-host,
Zach, of course.
Of course. And we have a special guest here. This is actually the first episode we've done where we haven't had the special guest like in the title, which is weird now that I think about it. I'm sorry about that, Sean. I don't mean to like steal any of your thunder, but
it would probably take away viewers if it was in the title.
They'd be like, who? No, this is Sean. Sean is actually, I would say, the unofficial third member of our team here. We collaborate with him more than anyone else. He has done every one of our graphics for our album covers, all that stuff. Sean has been there. He's been there every time we needed him. Right there, Sean is on top of it. So you want to say anything, Sean? You have anything to say for yourself, Sean?
Thank you very much for having me. I mean, it's a bit of a change for me to be on a show like this on this topic when my main sort of outlet of creativity on Twitter is mainly video games. So it's a nice difference, and it's something I actually enjoy and keep up with very regularly. So
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
what kind of video games
appreciate.
Personally? Yes,
sorry,
that's true. Yeah. We would appreciate it. We would appreciate your support and your willingness to always be there. But what kind of video games are we talking here? That's what I'm curious about.
So it's mainly 2K video games. So it'd be WWE, NBA, anything that's sort of made by that company. Because I still don't know the right word to describe the working relationship I have with them. It's under a program called Next Makers, so we get given information sort of before it's released to the general public, and then we can just sort of promote the game, general things like that. And it's just cool to be a part of that. I've only been part of that for going on maybe a year now, but it's going well.
Okay.
But it's mainly for
That's
WWE.
Good. Nice. So do you play the new WWE 2K game quite a bit?
A bit too much. Maybe.
Okay, because I got a question. I bought it, I think a little after release, but if I downloaded too many of what are they called? Are they called CAWS? CAWS? If you download too many of those, it would crash my universe. Has that problem been fixed yet? Or
it took a while, but it's been fixed.
Okay, so that's another thing. And then hopefully.
Yeah, so that's another thing we do in the program with the developers is we're sort of the middle person between the community and the devs. So we get all the feedback from the community on Twitter, Discord, and then we'll share it with the developers. So problems like that, which you just mentioned, that was shared to them a couple of months ago, and so that issue's been patched and it's been fixed. So that's one of the main things we do with them.
That's right. Awesome. Now we've pivoted to a wrestling podcast. We're called Series Wrestling. Welcome to the first episode of Black Series Wrestling. And that's wrestling, not wrestling.
Right, it's wrestling.
Yeah, it has to be wrestling.
It's wrestling. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about when did you get into Black Series collecting, and maybe like when you started, and why you started.
The question of why I still haven't got an answer for, basically. But so when it was about, I'd say maybe going on 2 years ago. So I was in a toy store that we have over here called Smith's. And I was going there on lunch break from work just to have a look at the wrestling figures. And then directly opposite them were the Black Series. I haven't collected Star Wars figures properly since about when Revenge of the Sith was released, about that sort of time. So I had all those, but then I saw the Black Series figures and I was like, they're really cool. So my eyes went over to them, and then the first one I saw was Cad Bane.
That's a good one.
That's a good first one.
And so that was straight in the basket. I had no hesitation with that. And funnily enough, at that point, I'd never watched Clone Wars. So I didn't have a clue who he was.
So it was just the look of the character.
Yeah, it was just
a rad-looking alien
really cool.
With a cowboy hat. Yeah.
Yeah, so that day I went home and started binge watching Clone Wars. And then it's just been, since then, it's taken over massively.
Awesome. And you're in London, is that correct?
I am, unfortunately, in London. It's not the greatest place.
Oh, come on! I honeymooned there. I loved London. It was great.
I do love London, but I think when you live in that place,
yeah, it's different.
Get a different vibe.
It's a very touristy place, right?
It is. Yeah, so much so when I actually go through central London where all the tourists are, I must look like the most grumpiest person ever trying to get through all these tourists. It's like I've got things to do. But yeah, so that's where the collecting started, unfortunately, but fortunately at the same time, because I love it.
So how many figures would you say you have? Have you done a count?
I have a general idea, and it's nearing 100. I think it's between 90 and 100, all mint in the box, because I am an inbox collector, unfortunately.
Oh, Mike's raging. He's turning red.
Yep.
I'm over here. I'm seething. Got smoke coming out of my ears. I just
No, there's the urge to open every single one daily, but then it plays into, in my head, I'm like, right, well, one day, me and the girlfriend are hoping to move to our own house, like a proper house of our own. And then in my head, it's like, well, if they're all loose, it's going to be a lot harder to transport them and not damage them. So that's how I.
So kind of waiting until you get into the house. Yeah.
Well, you see, because I've moved twice since seriously collecting Black Series, and my solution has just been to keep all the boxes, and then when I move, put them all back into the boxes.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It's awful. No, it's terrible.
I've done that a few times as well.
But, yeah,
and it's a long, strenuous process.
It is.
Like, you got to take every single one, and yeah, it's torture. But yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I mean, the only one of the figures, just one single figure that I have opened was Revan in the archive line. Mm-hmm. Reason being just because the packaging I didn't really like. It was just it's a very toy packaging to me.
Yes, yeah,
it is.
So that came out, that went on display. But the rest of them, I can deal with them being mint in box because of the mural. That's why I never went back and bought any of the red line figures. I love the look of the boxes when they're on display as well.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they start changing the packaging again, I might not be collecting anymore, but we'll see.
That's fair. Well, still just keep listening to it. You can still want your ears.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like I think even whenever we go to plastic-free packaging, I think the Mural Galaxy packaging is going to stick around for quite a while.
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah,
if I had to guess,
for sure.
So, how about we jump into our first usual segment of the show? Sean, guest, you want to go first on fine additions?
So I've got 3 here. I don't really know who to go with first. We'll go with,
for everyone listening, instead of making Sean big, which you can see anyway, I removed him from the stream because I'm good at what I do. So
the first one is the Jedi Ruins Boba.
Look at that!
Oh, still in the package.
We don't have that here in the US yet.
These sort of just came out of nowhere. They so I pre-ordered mine when they first went up, whenever that was, and just one day everyone started getting notifications that they were shipping.
Where do you pre-order yours from, being in the UK?
So it varies. My main sort of place where I buy from is eBay. It's rare that I pre-order figures. I think I've maybe pre-ordered 3 or 4. Just because usually in the UK it's quite easy to get figures after they're released. And they become available pretty much straight away, and you never really have problems with that, like you do where you guys are. Because I see the problems that you guys have, and I'm like, the one advantage of being in the UK is we get these fairly quick.
Do you ever get yours from Fantastic Planet?
Forbidden Planet?
Forbidden
I do.
Planet.
So I've got a bunch, so many of mine from there, because it's only about 20 minutes from where I am.
Oh, nice.
And that, if you don't know what that store is, if you're not in the UK, it's basically 2 floors of just nerd heaven. So you've got
there's one in
New
York City. Yeah, there's one in New York City here in the US. But when I went to Europe, I went to the one in Dublin, I went to the one in Edinburgh, and then I went to the one in London. And it's the one in London was the best one of the ones I went into. It was real nice.
Yeah, so the one in London's their flagship store. I have been to Edinburgh as well. It's quite a bit smaller.
It's small. Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, once you go to London, it's huge. It's huge.
So, Mike, how much did you spend whenever you went to the one in London? Do you remember? Or did you buy anything?
I spent $0.
Oh,
I didn't buy anything. I didn't have any luggage room. No, we were essentially backpacking. Like, we didn't have any carry-on luggage for any of our flights. So what we fit in our backpack we had. So that was nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, with that Boba, it's a great looking figure. But my one issue with it, which I mentioned to Zach a little while ago, was the leg piece, like the skirt piece, being brown.
Is it a little more brown on that one than we show the camera again?
Yeah, I can. If it picks the coloring up, it makes it kind of look black. But it is quite a noticeable brown in person.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a little more brown than the what do you call it? Throne room, is that what they call the other one?
Yeah, So the throne room is black, I believe.
I think it's a really, really dark brown, but it came in. I don't, because the pictures looked like it was brown. It was just really oversaturated.
Yeah.
Well, I'm colorblind, so I'm the worst person to ask, but it looks black to me.
Yeah. I mean, so the legs on this one are a noticeably different color than the throne room figure.
Okay.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm excited to get it.
Yeah, it does look great. And I'll go on to my second one.
That's a Walmart exclusive here, I believe.
What, the Boba?
The Tython Ruins one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, we're quite lucky here. We don't get store-specific exclusives.
Ugh.
The same figures just release everywhere.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, that sounds like heaven. That would be amazing.
Yeah, the day they bring that into the UK, if they do, is the day I will just cry internally. Because I can't deal with exclusives. And then I'll go on to the second one. So this one was strange. So it's quite an old figure. And it's the Mandalorian Super Commando.
Oh,
nice. That's a really good one.
I've wanted this.
It was also Walmart.
Yes, that was.
Yeah. Well, I've wanted this one since I started collecting. But when I started collecting, it had been released a little while before that, so it was already out of circulation. So the prices for that secondhand
they went up.
They were insane.
That whole Clone Wars wave, really.
Yeah,
because they're Walmart exclusive, and everybody loves Clone Wars, so that whole wave.
Yeah, I mean, the price for this one blew my mind, so I picked it up for £10. Mint.
That's great.
Yeah. So it was at a car boot sale. I don't know if you guys have them over there.
We don't, but I mean, it's basically like a flea market, but kind of local people selling
in a big,
trucks,
just in a big field, people selling stuff on tables out the back of their cars.
And you got it for £10. What's the conversion for US on that?
So it's probably about 14 or 15, possibly.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about as good as you're going to find for that figure. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, so the person that was selling this at the boot sale, they was selling this one and the Armorer for £10 for the two. So basically £5 each, but I only needed that one, so I picked that one up, but just gave the guy £10 anyway, because that's worth a ton more.
Oh yeah,
more than £10. And he was,
according to Google right now. Sorry to interrupt. According to, it's $11.83 is what you gave him.
Well, yeah, it's so ridiculous price. Yeah.
Subscribe to our Patreon tier, $11.38. You can be watching this live.
Yeah, and the box
that's one Super Commando right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy you got that from a trunk for that price and have it look.
Yeah, that's a deal. That's a real good find.
Yeah, it blew my mind. I nearly cried on the spot when I saw it. But a good tears, happy tears.
It's like seeing a water machine in the middle of a desert at that point.
Yeah. And then the last one is.
Oh wow, that's not supposed to come out in the US till December.
Yeah. So this was another one that sort of took the UK by surprise a couple of weeks ago. So the expected date on every website in the UK for this was like December, but obviously Hasbro give the latest possible date.
And that's the new prototype Boba Fett that's Amazon exclusive in the Galaxy packaging for the audio listeners.
So this one, I have sort of seen people be not very joyed about it, just because it's a straight re-release of the one that was previously out. But I think to me that didn't matter because I didn't own that one. I wasn't collecting then. So the chance to get it now for retail price is great. And like I said, I love the Galaxy packaging. So to have that in the Galaxy packaging was just a bonus. And I do collect everything Boba Fett. So I think it's a great figure. I mean, it would have been nicer to use the new mold, the Return of the Jedi mold, but yeah.
Well, we'll get into that for sure later on.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense for that one to be ESB because the white one, he was white first.
It was already,
and then they, that figure is actually what's making me not a completionist for the murals, because I can't justify buying the exact same that figure that I already have had in my collection for years, just to get the mural that's going to go in a box that I don't do anything with. So I'm going to have an incomplete Empire Strikes Back mural because of that figure.
I mean, you could always just print off the mural picture and
can you just photo scan that to him?
Yeah,
and then he
it's like a high quality, like glossy, put on like a cardstock, something like that.
Yeah, you could always do that. That's your solution.
That's a good solution. Thank you very much for that. So now I can just put that in there. Yeah.
Are those your three? Is that all you had for your fine editions this episode?
That's all I thought I would badger you guys with on this episode.
Oh, you can badger us with more because I'm going to have a lot of stuff.
So there's a lot more.
I'll let Zach go next.
But I'll let you guys go.
All right. Yeah, I'll jump in since I don't have a lot here. And then Mike can finish us off with, apparently he has a treasure trove, I guess. That's what he's teasing.
I do.
So my fine editions this episode aren't that great, but we've got some things coming. So the next show, or maybe the next show, depending on when.
Yeah, next show should be pretty good. Yeah.
Entertainment Earth can take a while to ship though, so I don't want to promise anything. But But started off with something non-Star Wars. Marvel has been re-releasing the Black Panther figures. So, and this one was actually, I think it was, I'm not sure if it went up too much on secondary market, but I just haven't bought it. But since it's re-released, I got Eric Killmonger, the re-release. Yeah, and it's actually like a really beautiful figure. I can't wait to get this out and get it posed. Like the black and the gold, the colors on it. I don't have my light on right now, so the colors aren't popping right now. But I'm excited to add that. I got some of the other ones on pre-order also.
When Chadwick Boseman died, his figure skyrocketed in value because everyone suddenly wanted a Chadwick Boseman, which is it's crappy that people take advantage of a death like that to make money. Yeah.
I have the Civil War all Black Panther, but I didn't have I think the one from like Infinity War or whatever when he has the purple in his suit. That I think that was a Walmart exclusive or something, and that's like really hard to get, especially after he passed away. So I have that new re-release for that one on pre-order. So I'm excited about that. This is not a fine edition. This is a re-edition.
I was going to say, is it a re-edition? Yeah.
That I actually sent to I showed you this, Mike. I decided to do the long haul and go into my storage room, dig in my boxes, and dig up the what is this guy's? I can't even think of his name right.
Constable Zuvio?
Constable Zuvio. It was on the tip of my tongue. Finally went and found him. I bought this whenever he released, but I actually never took him out of the box. And then when I got out of Black Series collecting, I just kind of put a lot of them in boxes, the ones I didn't sell. And when I got back in, I never pulled them out. So he's a nice re-addition to the shelf. I finally got him open. He's actually pretty cool. I love the backpack and the straps, how they go into his body. It's kind of strange on the back.
Preach.
Nonetheless, it looks really, really cool. Like there's a lot of paint on this, and just his face sculpt is just very unique, with the helmet and eyes and all that. And it's funny, this is the weapon that AliExpress Kylo came with, right?
It's true.
Came with this.
They came with this.
Yeah. That's so strange.
Yeah.
So that's a nice
Constable Zuvio gets a bad rap because he wasn't in the movie, but as a figure, like as a toy, he's great. And he fills out the back of like just alien scenes or whatever very, very well. Yeah.
Another figure that people kind of crap on, someone like the Last Jedi Rise of Skywalker figures. People don't like the characters like Jaina, but Jaina's an absolute great figure. In my opinion, like all the accessories, the sculpt is amazing on that. All the accessories are really cool.
Agreed.
So as a figure, it's amazing, but people just kind of don't care for the character, I guess. And then this, I think, price on the secondary market for this is usually around $40, upper 30s. But I found it on Mercari for like $20-something shipped, like $21 or $22 shipped loose. I finally got the Rebel Fleet Trooper. Gonna add that to the A New Hope shelf. I was really wanting this one for a long time, and I was like, I don't want to pay close to $40 for it. And so I was like, I guess I can just wait for maybe an archive release, or if they ever put it in mainline or something, or the new Galaxy packaging, maybe like I'll definitely pick it up then. But once I saw it loose, I was like, I have to get this. And I actually, fun fact, I got home from work like 20 minutes before we started recording, and then this was sitting on my doorstep. So this is like very perfect timing. He showed up right in time. And yeah, that's it. I do want to say though, the blaster for this, very flimsy. Probably one of the most like rubbery blasters I've felt in the line so far, which is odd. I just wish it were a little harder, because when I have him hold it, it just like bends, and it doesn't want to not bend, and it really bothers me. But yeah, this is my very fine addition for this episode. Pass it on to you, Mike.
All right. Yeah. So let's get started. I got a lot here because I'm super excited. Let's get started with the non-Star Wars. So I'm gonna go through these real quick. But I got really into G.I. Joe. I backed the HasLab, the Hiss. So I've got Crocmaster here. And
sick.
Oh my god, this crocodile is mwah, it's like a chef's kiss. It's better than the actual figure he comes with. I love this crocodile. He also comes with little baby crocodiles.
You can put a Loki helmet on the baby one.
Oh, I could. It's too small.
Right?
I put a Loki helmet just on that one. I also got the Cobra Officer, which is just a rad looking figure. I bought 2 more of these. I left some, which is a little silly. It's a sure not supposed to like old officers care. Like it. I got Storm Shadow, who looks fantastic.
That is actually an amazing pose you got there.
Oh, thank you. I worked really hard kind of posing these out because
it looks very natural. I want to say,
yeah. And then, last and definitely not least, in fact, most. That's why I said for last. We have my favorite, which is Spirit. Comes with his Eagle Freedom.
Yeah, I saw your pictures of that. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I love this so much. I'm super in. The G.I. Joe line started off very mid, if not maybe a little on the weak side, but it's turned it around recently, and I've just been very into it so much that I've got 2 G.I. Joe videos in the works right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I've got Star Wars stuff here. So first, I got my Cobb Vanth.
You lucky dog.
And from I got this from Amazon. I'm digging it. You know, he comes with a big gun, his bigger blaster. But I like this kind of pose where he's like shooting his little one, kind of 6-shooter style, like a Western. Because that's what I like about Cobb Vanth. He's like a Western sheriff, you know, like the marshal's in town, you know, kind of thing. I just really dig it.
So you're gonna have him with the helmet on rather than helmet off?
I think I'm gonna display him with the helmet off, but I just had it on so I don't lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I have a Hot Toys Ahsoka Tano here. And I did an unboxing live stream on my channel. So if anyone wants to like kind of see what it's like opening one of these up, you can go check out my channel. It's like an hour long or so, but she's great. It's interesting. She doesn't have any like visible joints on her arms. It's kind of hyper kind of material. Yeah. But yeah, she's cool. She's got the 2 lightsabers. You can put the hilts on her hips. She's got a little communicator, and on there is a little hollow like Anakin and an Obi-Wan and a Yoda. Her eyes are movable like the Darth Maul's are. So she also comes like, you know, the cape, the cloak thing that the 6-inch one should have come with.
Yeah.
And then lastly, and I totally forgot about it until right now.
Nope, he's getting up. Yep. This has to be good because he's not finishing it off with that.
I saved this for last because it's the biggest thing. I knew I had one more thing and I couldn't remember what it was, but I just remembered. This is the reason why I didn't say anything about vintage collection people getting out of here, because I bought the first 3 3/4-inch vintage collection figure that I've ever had since like 2005. I think since the Revenge of the Sith figures came out was the last time I bought a 3 3/4-inch figure. So I got the Mandalorian and Grogu Maldo Kreese set. That's a Walmart exclusive because they had it on sale. Instead of being like $25, it was $15 or something like that. And I got free shipping on it because I had a coupon. So the reason I bought this is because he comes with little spiders. And when I get the Target one, the 6-inch one, I wanted more spiders. I wanted smaller spiders to go with the big spider that he comes with. You know, so I've got kind of more of a size variance in spiders. Because I feel like in that episode, there were just a ton of spiders.
You know what's funny? You just bought that TVC figure. I actually just Googled the biggest traders in history. And right below Benedict Arnold, it says Mike Case.
You're one of them.
And it says July 14, 2022.
That's Mike the day. That's the day.
You're like this is. I'm without words right now. I am without words.
That's right. In my case, the biggest Black Series collector bought a vintage collection toy because I wanted to augment my Black Series figure.
You've been spending too much time with Nate from out of the basement.
He's
kind of. Yeah, they're a bad influence. It's all their faults. They're a bad influence. It's that text chain.
You and Benedict Arnold are the biggest traders in history. How does that feel, Mike? It's some great company you have there.
It feels pretty good, honestly. I'm very okay with this.
But in all seriousness, that is actually pretty cool, and I did consider it, but I didn't end up going through with it, but I did consider it, so I almost turned. I almost fell to the dark side like you did.
I mean, the idea with having the spiders with the 6-inch is a good idea because I saw Landspeeder Luke's review of the Mado Crease figure, and that's sort of what he done with them as well. It's not something I'd thought about, but they look great with the 6-inch.
I honestly, I mean, not to be like, oh, I thought of it before, but as soon as they announced both, because they announced them at the same time, that was always a thought in the back of my head.
You texted me that.
Yeah,
I
did. So just I'm not biting off anyone's style, but a lot of people can have the same good idea because all I did was I took one cool thing and another less cool thing, but still cool in its own right, and I mixed them together. Kind of like chocolate and peanut butter. I love chocolate. I don't really like peanut butter, but mix them together, and I love them. So that's the best analogy I can think of.
And that's the first time you've bought a TVC figure in like 15 years. Then, and that you said something like that.
Almost 20, because it's been since
20.
The Revenge of the Sith figures came out in 2005. And those were the last.
Oh, so that's the last time. Yeah.
3 3/4 inch figures that I bought. So, yeah.
Now you're a full-fledged TVC collector.
Yeah, it's gonna everything. I'm not even gonna sell it. I'm just gonna throw it all in the garbage and start selling TVC and start buying TVC. That's all I'm gonna do. Yep. We're changing to vintage collection.
To savage through your
TVC
your garbage before
hashtag save 3 3/4. Hashtag save 375. Save it. There's only been over 1,000 figures. Save it.
P.S. Hey, hint, guys, hint. Just a secret between the two of us or the three of us. It's already been saved. It's already been saved. You don't have to.
It never needed to be saved. Yeah, it never needed to be saved in the first place, but it's saved.
I mean, the vintage collection is like a cockroach.
It's never gonna die. Absolutely,
nothing will ever wipe that out.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the podcast.
We're just dunking vintage collection.
All right. So before we move into like our discussion topics for this episode, let's plug our Patreon real quick.
Yeah.
So
Patreon.
if you want to, if we have some people, we are live now, and if you want to join us live, you can join our. I don't remember what tier it was, but it's $11.38 a month for Patreon.
It's
we also
the
have a couple other
Cantina
tiers.
band member.
Band member. So if you want to be a band member and join us live, please subscribe to that. We also have a $5 tier, $2 tier, and then you can be eligible for giveaways.
Yeah.
Also,
and we do have one person listening right now because we only have like 6 or 8 people in that tier or something like that. So I feel like having one person. No, we're recording on like a random afternoon. So and we kind of I posted it kind of last minute. So I'm surprised we have even one. So Kirby, who's listening right now, thanks for listening, buddy. You're our current favorite just because you're here.
Yep. And we have some giveaways, either 50 Patreon members or holiday season. We're going to be giving some stuff away and new Patreon perks. We are announcing officially right now. Mike, I'm going to hand this to you to announce our new Patreon perk and then segue into what we're going to do.
Well, you can't really announce. Well, the perk is our Patreon members now get a discount.
What are they getting discount on?
At our merchandise.
Oh,
and I guess we're announcing merch. We got Moichendizing.
We got merch. Moichendizing.
Did you know that Sean's never seen Spaceballs?
You've never seen Spaceballs?
Never, and it was quite funny as well because I said this to my girlfriend earlier. I was like, "Oh, I've been told a film to watch called Spaceballs," and she said, "Oh, yeah, it's a great film." And this is coming from the girl who had never seen a single Star Wars film till she met me.
Way.
But she's watched Spaceballs multiple times.
That's hilarious that she's seen Spaceballs.
That's
never
insane.
Star Wars. That's
she
funny.
didn't know that. She didn't know there was a relation between Spaceballs and Star Wars. She just thought Spaceballs was a great film.
Fabulous film.
So I was kind of.
I've never heard of that happening.
I was a bit taken back by it. I was like,
That's hilarious. That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard. She's just like, oh yeah, it's just a great film. It's not a parody. It's a good standalone film. Yeah, classic.
Yeah, but never saw a Star Wars in her life till I met her. But
man, that's you know what? That's incredible. Give her prop those were like that. I love that. I love that about your girlfriend. I don't even know her, and she's now one of my favorite people in the entire world.
Marry that woman right now on the podcast. Like we will officiate your wedding on the podcast.
I'll go wake her up.
That's right.
But
wake her up.
Her name's funnily enough, Shauna. So we're Sean and Shauna.
Oh yeah, Sean and Shauna.
How cute.
That's great. That's cute. You guys are adorable. We love you. That's right.
But we have shirts.
So we have merch.
Shop.
Sean here, and we did not last minute decide to start a merch store because of Out of the Basement having one and having Sean on this episode. This is definitely something that we've been planning for months, years, even before we even were
before we even met. Yeah.
That's right. I'm like we're gonna have a merch store. In fact, the merch store was created. The podcast was created around the merch store. Like the merch store came first, and then we need something to. We need a way to sell this.
The shirts.
Yeah, exactly. So, finally, culmination. We got Sean to make us some really nice shirts. The finest that Teespring will ship.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried.
Yeah, it worked. Great. It worked. We got some very fine shirts that will make a fine addition to your closet or dresser. Drawers, however you want to say it. I don't know what people in the UK call it. And Mike is going to pull them up. And for the people listening on audio, I think I'll have the link on my Instagram. I think I'll post it today whenever this is posted for the podcast gets put up. And then I'm sure Mike will have links on his and then on our Twitter page.
Oh, there'll be links everywhere. And all that. Absolutely. There'll be links everywhere. We'll have links. Yeah. So, we got our merch store, and it's great. And they'll like I said, the actual URL isn't great. It's black-series-cantina-podcast.creator-com. Rolls right off the tongue, but there will be a link everywhere that you can click on if you want to go check out our merch. But I'm currently wearing my favorite shirt from there, and it was the first shirt we made. It's our minimalist design. It just in a very small over your right boob, it will say
breast.
Black Series Cantina. The breast. That's right. It just says Black Series Cantina. And then on the back, it has the Podcasting Greats logo on it. And all of our t-shirts are available for $24.99. Although, keep in mind, if you're a Patreon supporter, you can get 10% off or 15% off if you're at our Cantina band member or VIP level.
Yep. So. And those, I think it's a discount code, and you can see that on your Patreon feed, depending on which tier you subscribe to. Correct. Awesome. And
I
my
don't want
favorite
to say
shirt,
the discount code because that will just everyone can just use
That shirt is awesome, the minimalist one. My favorite shirt is the one I ordered first, and it's the one that says Fine Edition across it. You can either get it in gray or navy blue with yellow font. And I love it because Fine Edition is such like a part of our podcast. It's like one of our big branding things. We do the segment every show, everybody knows. So Fine Edition is awesome. And then on the back of that, it also has the Podcast Greats logo. So that's available. And then let's go into our another shirt, our third best shirt, I guess. I think it might be my favorite shirt, my second favorite shirt. It has the Raincore on it. It has remember whenever the HasLab launched the Raincore and it had that gray 3D render or whatever of the Raincore just standing there. Well, it has a gray Raincore on a black shirt and it says 2021-2021. Very short-lived, but we wanted to commemorate it. And thank you, Sean, for coming up with this because it's a master and genius idea.
I mean, I just had a tweak, Sean. You can shoot me down here. I just had a tweak to it that just came to my mind. What if you gave it like a blue hue to make it look like a Force ghost
behind the Rancor?
Yeah, kind of looking like Obi-Wan when he's a Force ghost or whatever.
That can be done as soon as the recording ends tonight.
Okay, all right. That just came to me right now.
That's neat.
Is that better? Does that think that's better? And we're doing this live, people. It
might be. We'll just have to see how it turns out. Yeah,
we'll have to see. We might change this, but it's still one of my favorite shirts because.
Oh yeah. And on the back it says "Gone but never forgotten," and then we're gonna add our logo on the back of it as well, or our Twitter ad or something.
Yeah,
but you get the Black Series Rancor, and then on the back it says "Gone but not forgotten." Hopefully, it comes back one day. We will see.
Yeah, we also have things like stickers. We've got mugs. We got hoodies in multiple different colors. We even have one that's just an outline of General Grievous that says BSC on it.
Coughing General, stuff. Mike.
Yeah,
Coughing General.
I like that one a lot. Yeah, it's Coughing General. Sorry, you're right. Legally distinct.
It is not
similar. No, it's similar but legally distinct. Robot, four sword robot man, coughing.
Yeah, four sword that says man. BSC under for Black Series.
Yeah, I mean you can't get a cease and desist for a silhouette, can you?
So, I don't think so.
I hope so. I hope you can't.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I had to work my way around that one a little bit.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out, and that's to try.
So what was like whenever you came up with the Rancor idea, how did that come about?
So the Rancor idea came about when I was designing that t-shirt on the top right there, the red line t-shirt. So I was designing that one and listening to one of the previous episodes of this show.
And I was bitching about the Rancor probably.
I think so. Because when I do designs for you guys, I a lot of the times go back and listen to previous episodes. I've listened to the same episode probably 3 or 4 times every episode.
I just found out you're all of our downloads, and we have one listener.
I'm a fair percentage.
That's it.
I'm a percentage, 100%. But when I was creating that one, I was listening to one of the Rancor episodes, and then I thought, oh, that would be sort of like it's a funny sort of novelty, t-shirt. And I mean, it's not exactly. I don't know. It's not heavy on the branding either, so you could wear it.
No.
If you didn't want to go around with the podcast logo, centerpiece on your chest. That's still quite a funny Star Wars, just in general, a Star Wars t-shirt. So I just thought it was a funny idea. I mean,
it's a great idea.
Well.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And then also, I love the red line shirt because people listening, go check it out. On the front, it has our podcast Greats logo, but on the back, it has a 00 in white with a red underline, kind of how like the red box Black Series figures. So very cool.
I kind of wish we had a way of having just people be able to choose whatever number they want there. So like if there's like a figure they like, they could.
I wonder if they could message us and then we could just change the number and then they could buy it and then we could change it back.
Or we could just create one. Like if someone wants one, like if like I really like Kanan Jarrus, so like
number 12 or whatever,
number 20, whatever it is. Yeah. Like we could just pop it up and let them order it or something.
So
but I don't want a store full. I don't want a store full of like
what is
the same shirt with different numbers on it. Yeah.
No, that t-shirt originally was a bit of a different design. So same designs, but they were flipped. So you had the number in the middle of the chest and the Podcast Greats logo on the back of the neck area. Zach suggested we change it round, and I'm glad he did because it actually looks a lot better. That's what I had it.
Yeah, I wanted the numbers on the back to look like a sport jersey. Yeah. But we couldn't get the number really big, so it is like that smaller size. I was hoping we could get like really big, like an actual jersey type thing, but I think it still looks good on the back of the neck there.
I mean, Teespring is great, but I just, when I was stretching them out to give, like, so the pictures themselves that I created, they're great quality, all made on Photoshop sort of thing. But when you start stretching them out massively, it tends to lose a little bit of quality.
Sure.
And I would rather, it's not massively bad, but I would rather personally have it great quality and sort of compromising with it. And if that means making it a little bit smaller, I think that's better, just to retain the quality.
Yeah, we don't want like blurry printed shirts, for our great listeners and people who decide to make the purchase. But yeah, so if you're interested in merch and you want to support us, we would really appreciate it. So, yeah, Mike, you got any?
Yeah, I mean, it's great because it's not like Patreon where you're just giving us money for like intangible stuff. What you're just doing, buy a really cool shirt or a mug or stickers or a sweatshirt, and that also happens to be helping us out. So, why not?
Yep, absolutely. So we thank Sean again for coming up with a lot of these ideas for us, and we really appreciate it. And we're gonna have more. We have more that we haven't talked about.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna release.
There's stuff that you haven't seen.
Yeah, we have a lot more.
Oh yeah. So y'all ready to move into our discussion topics for this episode? So there was a Target sale the other day, and I fortunately was able to pre-order a lot of things to get them a lot cheaper. I got Ned B for $20 because he was on sale for $23. You get the red card 5%. That basically cuts out the tax. And then there was a Circle offer for an extra 15% one-time purchase in store or online. I added that to it and got it for $20 shipped. So I pre-ordered that through Target. I finally ordered Tika because remember last episode or whichever I think when Out of the Basement was on. I can't remember. I said I passed. That was last. I said I passed on Tika because I didn't want to pay $26 for another Jawa right now, but I got it for $19 or whatever it was. So I was like, new Tika, I'll pre-order it for the sale. And then I also pre-ordered Galen Urso. Hopefully he'll come. You never know, but I think I got him for $17 on the sale. You did that too, right? $17, and then there was another.
Yeah, I've pretty much done everything you did.
Yeah. And I also did the Force Awakens Han Solo because he was $17 also for free shipping.
Yeah, I also did the Chewbacca. Yeah, I canceled my Han Solo and Chewbacca pre-orders from Hasbro Pulse and did it here because I don't care when these come in. They're just updates to figures I've already had. Like I'm not worried about how long Target takes to get out, but getting it for $17 instead of $25, like
it makes a difference. It adds up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So between that, Ned B, although I didn't use the 15% off for Ned B, I used that 15% off coupon because I just also bought a new 7-inch TV.
Yep, I don't blame you. I saw your tweet complaining about how it's an hour away, but it's taking 2 weeks to deliver. It's something crazy.
Literally, it's like when I got the notification saying it shipped and it's going to be here 2 weeks, but it's an hour north of me. Like I could just drive. I'll just drive. Just let me know where to go. I'll go get it.
Yeah, like meet him at a Circle K parking lot or something,
Yeah, I bought like a $1,100 or $1,200 TV after the discounts because Target was having sales to compete with Amazon Prime Day, which so Target was having sales, and this TV was instead of $1,100 or $1,200, it was like $600 or $700. So I did that plus my 5% off, which is like $50, and then plus the 15% off, which was like $100 and something or whatever. So I ended up getting the TV for somewhere around $400 or $500. Instead of the $1,100 or $1,200 it was originally going for. So I feel pretty good about that purchase. Yeah. But I would have missed all of those toy things if my cat hadn't decided to start throwing up at 6 a.m. So thanks, cat, for deciding to throw up at 6 a.m. and letting me see your text message saying that Target had all these on sale. I also got the Dark Trooper for like $23 instead.
Yeah, that's the one I missed because I checked it and it said sold out, and then
they kept going in and out.
Yeah, it must had to, because I looked at it and I was like, dang, that one's not. Or maybe I read it wrong, because then I after you ordered it, I checked it and it was sold out, and I was like, oh, I missed it. Like, that's the one I really wish I could have got pre-ordered, but cross our fingers, Target actually ships these things,
right?
Before,
and not cancel it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I already, in fact, this morning I got an email to approve the Han Solo delay.
Me too, because it originally said July. Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way is it coming out in July.
Yeah.
So now it's October or whatever. So I got that same email.
So I imagine they'll delay it again. Sean, I imagine that you weren't able to get into this Target sale since
he doesn't have Target
out of the US. Yeah.
Well, see, you guys, I see like the drama all the time of pre-orders sort of being cancelled or
it's awful
selling out. We don't have that problem. It's very strange. So, and like I said to you guys before, we don't have exclusives over here. I mean, you can get every figure from anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Mostly the same price. I mean,
I'm going to move now.
That Sean lives in. Ooh.
I mean, I do live in a decent place for action figures. I can't complain. I mean, I did have my Cobb Vamp some point.
Yeah, 6 months ago? Like
a bit longer than that.
Oh yeah, you got it like November last year, didn't you? Or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And then I sort of chuckled to myself whilst feeling bad at the same time.
That I just got mine.
That I just see all you American guys sort of only getting yours now, and I'm just like, I've had that. And you
got to be really lucky to have it right now or soon, because I mean, mine says it's from getting delivered Monday from Amazon, but I think Amazon's kind of the only place delivering right now. Everybody else hasn't even started processing yet. So
I think because our ones, they haven't actually, the Cobb Vamps in the UK haven't actually been in stock for a good few months now. They went out quite quickly. They went as quick as they came. But now they've just started to come back into stock, and there's a huge discount on them at the moment for us. I think they're $27.99. I think.
Over here in America, we're like, one Cobb Vamp, please, just one.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, the differences between
just the location
in terms of the figure. Yeah, it's crazy.
I will say though, I think distribution is getting better in the US because, and we've talked about this on the show before, where whenever figures get announced, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so excited to get it in 2026." I'm officially putting that to bed, other than Target and like Walgreens exclusives. I don't want to hear anybody complain about mainline like figures taking too long to be released now, because we were supposed to get that Wave 32 in a long time still. We're supposed to get Wave 33 next year. People are starting to get that now. That's starting to arrive.
People are starting to get that already. Yeah,
that's in stock at Targets on the mostly East Coast. I think there was another one in Sacramento or somewhere I saw, but Entertainment Earth is shipping those out now. So mainline distribution is starting to improve. I think we're starting to finally get out of the effects COVID-19 had on that. So that's nice.
Jinx.
I'm trying not to jinx it. I'm knocking on wood here.
He said it now.
Knocking on wood.
He said it now. It's too late.
But thankfully, mainline seems to be like these figures they're starting to come quick. So, but Walgreens and Target still need to get their crap together. But mainline seems to be in a really good spot with distribution right now.
We're still waiting for that Droids Boba Fett and the official release Galen Erso and Tuck Merrick. Like, it's been over a year. Like, come on. Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, we've had the Droids Boba Fett for a handful of months.
A long time. A decent
time. And Anton Merrick and Galen Erso. they were the only ones you could find in the UK at first, from what I could see anyway. And now they're discounted in stock online to about $9.99.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
It just makes me think, like, I guess, like, it's not a Hasbro issue as much as it is. No. It's like a Walgreens and Target issue. Like, Hasbro sends these to Target, and it's Target's responsibility to get them out there and get the pre-order. And then a whole year goes by, and everybody blames it gets on Hasbro for it.
So I had a quick question for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
So the Gaming Greats line, are they exclusive to a certain retailer for you guys? Like the whole line?
GameStop. Every Gaming Greats.
I mean, that makes sense.
GameStop. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with us, Gaming Greats again isn't exclusive to anywhere, and that's the line that we seem to get the earliest all the time. I don't know why that is. So we've another one of my editions that I got, which I left in the room, was Sev from the Gaming Greats line.
Oh, come on, you got to bring that out. You skip on Sev. Skip on Sev.
He's still in the delivery box, and I'm not going to intrude my girlfriend sleeping. Otherwise, I will not be returning.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair.
But so we've got him already. He's in stock in most places. It's quite strange to me how they've worked that one out. But to me,
the UK.
I mean, yeah.
Lucky. I will say though, for GameStop, that's the easiest exclusive for us to get, I believe. I can't think of any other store exclusive that's easy, because I can literally go walking into a GameStop right now and there's like Cal Kestis figures still. There's the 501st Jump Trooper or Rocket Trooper.
Some of them are kind of hard, like the
Darth Nihilus,
Umbra Trooper and stuff.
Yeah, some of them are difficult, but for the most part, GameStop is like the best exclusive retailer that we have in the US.
Except for they charge like $2 or $3 more for no reason.
Yes, they did. They have the upcharge, and I guess that's the convenience. The convenience.
But I guess GameStop might not be around for long. They just laid off a bunch of people, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, people's trying to realize, you buy your PS5 from them for $500, and you go to sell it back 2 days later, they offer you $30. Like, pretty scummy there, So, I'm not hoping they get shut down by any means, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go bankrupt one day. I don't know. Just from people shopping elsewhere, support local video game shops, I guess.
Yeah, what Zach said.
Yeah. Screw you, GameStop. Even though you're the best exclusive for Black Series figures in the US, just get rid of exclusives. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry.
Okay, Mike's kicking his cat. Yeah. He's so mad at GameStop. He's kicking his cat on stream.
I'm just kicking my cat. Say hi.
Oh, she's grabbing the mic.
Yeah, she is. This great audio podcasting right there is showing all the people listening my cat.
They know how cute she is.
Yeah, you can hear how cute she is just by being there. So basically, long story short, Sean doesn't have to worry about distribution issues because the UK just gets everything months ago. Basically, how the world should have been working, had nothing been going on with distribution issues and whatnot. These are the time frames we should have been getting these figures.
Yeah,
essentially is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I hate you a little bit, but I also like Sean. But I hate you.
I mean, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
All right. So the next thing on the list, we have we have another death in the family, I guess. It's not a surprise to anybody, but the Reed lightsaber did not fund. It didn't even make it a third of the way. Or I don't think it made it a third. I think it made it a quarter, maybe.
Did it even make 25%?
I don't know.
I don't think it did, man.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, it was something like 14.
It was sad either way.
Yeah,
either way, it was sad.
A lot of people are using it as an excuse to kind of dunk on Black Series, though. Like, see, no one cares about Black Series, but But the thing is, like, you got people like us, like we're diehard Black Series fans, but I didn't go for it personally. I'm not going to speak for you, but I didn't go for it. As much I am a Black Series diehard completionist, all that stuff, I don't see role play items like the helmets or lightsabers as part of the line, and I don't collect them.
Yeah,
would you agree?
I completely agree. I wish they would take off the Black Series logo from those and market them as something else, but I guess they want it to be similar. I don't know what they're. I guess to have it all cohesive and look the same, have the same look across everything. That's why they do it. But it really, like, I don't get the people, like you said, and I know this is a big thing that Justin has been harping on to like people who follow him and all that from Out of the Basement. Is what I'm talking about for those listening. But yeah, that's a big stance for him is take the Black Series logo off the role play items and the helmets, sabers, because it's not 6-inch figures. Like, we collect the Black Series for 6-inch figures. This is not a 6-inch figure scale HasLab project that most of the Black Series 6-inch figure collectors are going to back. So it shouldn't, hopefully it doesn't hurt future chances of a 6-inch figure, HasLab. Hopefully they just don't do any more role play item HasLabs, because I just can't even think of one that would fund, even from just people.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
That stuff.
Yeah. There's nothing that a HasLab could do at a role play level that would make me excited. Like I have to go back that. Yeah. Like I just don't care about role play items. I don't want to say I'm an adult, sort of like I'm infantilizing people that do collect those role play items, because if you collect those role play items, like you collect how you collect. Me personally, I like toys.
Yeah, I think like with the like with the helmets. There you go.
You don't want to do this, Mike? You don't want to sit here and do this, Mike?
No, I don't. I don't want to. I mean, I have the lightsaber I got from Disneyland, but I made that. Like, that's my lightsaber. That's not Reva's lightsaber. That's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. That's my lightsaber. And then some random person on a Star Wars Facebook group just happened to have made the exact same saber combination that I made. There's only so many combinations there. But Sean,
yes,
what are your thoughts on roleplay? Give us your UK.
I mean, so with the roleplay stuff,
yeah,
I agree with Justin. They shouldn't have that's the tagline of Black Series with them. I think, and this isn't meant in a rude way to the collectors of the helmets or sabers, but I think if you're a collector of them, they're quite a niche product.
Yeah,
in the grand scheme of it all.
Yeah,
I mean the Black Series, they're action figures, so a lot of people will be collecting them. Collectors like us or parents buying them for the kids. No parent wants to buy a £300-400 or $1 lightsaber for a little kid. It's quite a small group of people in the grand scheme who get those things. So I think a HasLab of, I can't remember how many backers that they needed, but I think that was always an unrealistic goal from the start. I think that should have been released as just a standalone product, maybe priced a little bit higher as a deluxe product, but not as a HasLab.
That's a great point. Like how many 10-year-olds are out there running around with a $300 Darksaber, versus how many of those Darksabers have been sold to 4-year-old dudes or 20 to 30-year-old dudes that just they put it on their wall or on their shelf and it sits there. They might pick it up and play with it a little bit, but like people are they're collectors buying display pieces. Like Zach has his helmets off to the side over there on a shelf. You're not running around you actually might be running around your house.
Don't assume anything.
You're right. I'm not going to assume. I just imagine you in your underwear with the Darth Vader helmet, just like running around your house.
Actually, every time I cut the grass, I put the Boba Fett helmet on, and do the scanner thing and make sure I'm not missing anything.
I mean, it'd be rude not to do that.
Don't Zach, don't go over there with the mower. It's not worth it. It's worth a lot to me.
And as far as like even the role play items I have a really hard time paying full price for them because I don't like collect them. I have the Kylo Ren lightsaber, which the battery has been dead in it for like 8 months or something, and I have the Luke lightsaber because I wanted the original A New Hope one, but I got both of those because I had at my former job, I got like gift cards from work to specific places like eBay or Amazon or wherever, and then I bought them. I think the Kylo lightsaber, I bought it from like Big Bad Toy Store, and it was on a sale, and then the A New Hope one, the Luke one, I bought because I had a $100 gift card, so I only had to pay $75, cash for it. So that's kind of why I've been wanting the Darksaber, but I'm not going to pitch out $275. That's a whole case. That's a case of figures.
Yeah, that's more than a case.
That's more than an 8 case of figures. Just to go sit that in the corner, and I don't even have a place for the sabers. So it's a very niche thing, like you said, Sean.
I mean, that's another thing as well.
They've kind of used. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So the other thing that I was going to say was, if you're collecting the lightsabers or the helmets, you're only collecting what you want because they're very pricey. Whereas Black Series figures, a lot of people are completionists. Even if you don't necessarily want the figure, you're probably going to buy it. Whereas the sabers, because of the price range, you have to be a lot more picky. So if the Reaver Saber came out, half the people might not want it because it is pricey, but they just don't want that one in their collection. So I think, again, it goes back to it being niche. But I think collectors of lightsabers and helmets are a lot more picky, and for good reason.
I agree.
So I think that affects it quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's also they've used the Black Series as sort of a catch-all for just random stuff. Like originally when it came out, it was a 6-inch line and a 3 3/4-inch line, and eventually they got rid of the 3 3/4-inch figures. Then they had the weird line of just helmets.
The little helmets, little titanium helmets, and the vehicles.
They had the
vehicles.
Yeah, they had the vehicles, and then they also had a new type metal statues. I guess the 3 3/4-inch statues, they didn't have any articulation or whatever, but those have all been labeled Black Series because they just kind of use Black Series as this is a premium product. It's a nice product or whatever. And I feel like they just need to stop that. Black Series is a 6-inch line of figures, and that's it. Call everything else something else.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree. And I'm interested to see if they do end up releasing another Inquisitor Saber. I think a good path for them now would be to release either half of the Reva Saber or half of the. Because we see her in the show using only one half of it, even in the fight with Darth Vader and all that. Even before then, when she's chasing Kenobi in episode 2 or 3, I forget. But so maybe they could release just one half of it, and then if you wanted to buy a second one, you kind of like they did that with someone else.
They did that with we did it with Darth Maul, and they've done that with Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah,
where they only sold them one saber at a time, and you had to buy them both of them if you wanted the full 2 saber set.
Yeah, so you'll probably have a lot of people who buy the sabers buy at least one, and then you'll have a certain specific group of people who want the full thing, and then I think that'd be a good path for them to go rather than make it a HasLab where you have to pay. And I thought the price was actually good. If it's actually less than 2 individual ones after you total them, but that might be
the price was fine. It's just the interest level, kind of like you said, it should be that much. It just should be how much do you think 2 sabers should cost? Why would it be less than the price of two of any other sabers? So I think anyone saying, "Oh, the price was too high," they're just not really being realistic about what it is.
And I think just whenever the people who say that, whenever you see the price, how much did this retail for? 5 something? Was it 500? 500? I know that's jarring to see,
Sure.
That's very jarring. $500, that's crazy, but you know, I guess a lot of people might. I'm not sure how. Like, I'm not a retail guy, but maybe people are more comfortable buying two $275 things because they don't see that $500 number in their cart when they're checking out, you know, for just one item. I don't know how that works. But maybe that's where Hasbro will go. They'll sell half of one later.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Those are options,
hopefully they don't.
It kind of shows as well that it just wasn't of an interest as much because they marketed this fairly well compared to what they did with the Rancor, just from what I've seen. I mean, the marketing for the Rancor wasn't the greatest thing they've ever done.
It was like bottom 5 worst things they've ever done.
Yeah. Well, I think the Star Wars team just has a problem with marketing things. They just, before we started recording, they posted a video trying to market their new Darth Vader helmet. And I commented on this. Hold on, let me find this. There we go. I commented on their video. They said authentic entertainment driven deco. That's how they described the detailing on the helmet. Authentic entertainment driven deco. And that's the most boring clinical description I've ever heard of, just saying, yeah, we really tried to make it look like the movie, you know, like,
yeah.
It's just such a terrible way to phrase it.
It's not great.
No one wants,
it's too like,
does that helmet have authentic entertainment driven deco? You know, like, that's just, no one talks like that. That's not going to drive people to want to buy it. It might be true, and it might be your own internal jargon for how you describe stuff, but like, that's not how we talk. You know,
it seems very like meeting-esque, like, oh, let's come up with a phrase, you know, a very suit and tie type phrase. But for Star Wars fans, you just need to be like accurate to the film, accurate to on screen.
Yeah.
Insert, you know, whatever.
That's what people care about. Honestly, people might be turned off by those big $5 words you're throwing around there. Like,
I mean, it's a bit of a confusing tagline as well. This is an entertaining decoration.
Right.
It's not a great. It doesn't sound enticing.
No. So I think the Star Wars team specifically has an issue with marketing. Like, they're not good at marketing things because for instance, the HasLab Hiss, I backed it. And I said I wasn't going to when it got leaked, because all we saw was the product. We didn't see pictures, but it said his tank, $300. And I immediately said, nah, $300 is too much. But the video they made from the perspective of Cobra Commander talking about it, mixed with just the energy level that Emily and Lenny had when they were talking about it and showing it off, like, damn, I was like, yeah, I was out, and they brought me in because of how cool they made it. But if they had said, yeah, you know, it's got an authentic entertainment art deco on the Hiss, like, that turns my chub into a 0, if I might be a little crass with that, you know, like,
I think
it's just not a fun way to phrase it. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a G.I. Joe fan in the slightest, but seeing the marketing for that, I was like, I want that. Like, I want that. But
exactly, it did its job.
They needed to do it the right way, and I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So
what's that at? What's that at now? 60? Is that up to 17 backers?
It's
17K.
It's at 16,400 or so last I looked, or 300 something. It was almost at 16,400. It's at 16,432. So it's unlocked every tier it had.
It's blown. It's blown out of the water, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And
how quickly
2 days to go. So you know, they did a good job. They did a real good job marketing this.
Yeah. So yeah, Riva Saber HasLab, that's dead. That was dead on day one, unfortunately.
It was, yeah. It was.
It
like, stumbled out of the gate, face planted, and then just kind of
6 hours later, it had like 4 backers. No, this thing's not getting funded. So moving into our big news, we have some reveals to get through.
Yeah.
The first reveal is something that was leaked a long time ago, but I guess they decided to finally. I think it launches this fall, is what they said. We're talking about the selfie series. So this is
we talked about it.
Series, but Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers. If you want your face,
Ghostbusters, Star Wars.
Ghostbusters, Star Wars. So I'm definitely gonna get my face on one of them. I can't decide. I can't decide between the Stormtrooper or the X-wing pilot would be cool too.
I'm
and
going
the Mandalorian
Mando.
body.
I'm doing Mando. I'm just really curious because we haven't got a lot of details on it. I'm really curious how they're going to handle beards and glasses. Because
the glasses is big for me. Yeah,
I wear glasses. Like, that's part of my look for me. And if I want something to look like me, I'll even pay extra if they're like, okay, glasses are $5 extra or something like that. I know it's ridiculous, $5 for a plastic pair of glasses, but I don't care. Like, I'm already paying $60 for it. I'll pay a little bit more to have glasses, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the one thing you guys have on the UK. We're not getting those.
You're not getting that, huh?
Really?
They're, by the looks of it, they're US only, at least at the moment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what I think. I saw that earlier. I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's something I've been seeing, that they are US exclusive.
Well, if you're going to send me a 3D scan of your face, I can order one, and then you can just pay me, and then I can mail it.
There we go.
I don't know how that would work, but
I don't know how that would either.
But so that's cool. I think I just
work for us. Like, do you have to use there's your smartphone to have like the 3D scanner, like the face unlock thing to do it? Like, how does the scanning work? You know, we don't have a lot of that information.
I almost just wish they would do it like you can get the figure, or like I kind of just wish they would send you the head only, and then you could just head swap onto any figure you wanted. But all the figures have different pegs and different ball joint sizes and all that, so it's like hard to do that. But if they would standardize that going forward, it'd be easy to do that. But I just really wish they were using the only thing keeping me from committing to the Stormtrooper body is it's the older mold.
If it were the newer mold, that would be an instant buy for me, 100%. Yeah.
But I wonder could you just swap it? Maybe that's the thing. Could you just buy a new one?
Well, I think it's a different peg. It's the newer peg style. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what people do. Because I would like to get ahead of mine and then just put it like under a Boba helmet, so you can just take the Boba helmet off and it's me. You know what I mean? Then you can just cover it and display it or whatever. Like, that'd be neat. Like it'd be cool with the Mandalorian.
I'm sure you could like boil and pop it and like Dremel out, or like there's things you could do to do that. What you're really buying, though, you're right. What you're really buying is a sculpt of your head. $6. You're buying a sculpt of your head is what you're buying, because if you had someone else sculpt you and cast that sculpt and paint it and send it to you, that would cost way more than $60.
Oh yeah, easily. And well, it'll look 60% like you, because it's funny, the marketing pictures they put up with that, the girl, she's smiling on the figure. You zoom in on the figure, it's like, that's not you. I'm sorry. That's
kind of. I guess kind of.
Yeah, it's like it passes.
You know what? Close enough, though. Close enough. Close enough. Yeah.
So like, this one looks like me. It's definitely not going to be the 3D photos, like the photo reel. But
I wonder if make you have a vanilla expression on your face, or can you have like a crazy like open mouth, or like
a screaming
face?
Tongue
what can we do with the expressions here? Can we go crazy with it, or does it have to be just kind of like driver's license photo kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think if we sent in a face scan of Pedro Pascal, we'll get a better mold than
we'll get a better one?
Probably.
Maybe. I am also just really curious how they do beards. Like, are they going to take a beard off of me?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to have a beard on there? Because I know they can sculpt beards. Like they've got beards in the lines. I just
Yeah, I can see them coming painted on and just looking a little bit cheap. I honestly can't see them sculpting.
Yeah, that would be fine for me, but for Mike, you need the actual sculpt. You need the bulky.
Yeah, you need the
bulkiness of it.
Yeah,
I got that whole Leonidas jet coming out, from under my chin. So I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try it whenever it comes out. I'm definitely in for one. For me, the Mando body for sure.
You're not gonna complete the whole set. A bunch of Mike cases.
No. My wife,
Army
I
build
might do one
case.
for my wife. She's into the Pink Ranger, the Power Ranger, so she might do that one.
You know what I might do? I might have you buy a second, like a Stormtrooper review, so that way I can have a Stormtrooper of both of us, like the Black Series Cantina crew.
Maybe I'll do that for you too. We can be bros.
Look at that! Hey,
that's
look at that.
Fun.
How sweet.
That'd be a fun gift to give other people. Like, I made me an action figure.
Here you go.
It's just a narcissistic gift.
I'm going to get my wife that for Christmas, actually. That's brilliant. Here's a figure of me. You can put it on your office desk at work.
Yeah, you can put it on your desk at work. So I'm with you all the time. Put me in your car.
That is so good. I might even buy like another one, like an X-Wing or the Mando body or whatever, and just like keep it on my work desk at work. So when people, pop in,
cool Star Wars toy.
Oh, hey, look at that. And it's
me.
You
know what? That reminds me. You just jogged my memory right now. I have a friend he's in the 501st. He was in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Are you serious?
That's cool. Like he just yesterday I met him at a Force Friday for The Last Jedi. So back in like 2017, I think when that came out. We were in front of Toys R Us, and his original Instagram name was B-Boy Fett. I think it's Camino Creations now because he makes a lot of cosplay stuff and a lot of custom stuff, and it's fantastic. But he just posted pictures of him, and he was in the scene where Reva was attacking the base on Jabim. Like he was in that scene. And he was like, everyone was super cool, like hanging out with Hayden Christensen, Kenobi, like all those guys. Like he said they were awesome. But the pictures he posted, he even like highlighted and circled which Stormtrooper on the show that like he was in all the different scenes and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I love the picture of Hayden Christensen when he's dressed as the Episode 3 attack on the Jedi Temple with all the 501st people with their helmets off.
Yep.
And somebody posted it, and they were like, "This is the drinks the picture from whenever they went to drinks after slaughtering all the children." And it's like, oh my god,
cool slaughter bros, hanging with the boys.
That's really cool. The 501st people are awesome. They do a lot of good things out there.
I think that's the first time clone troopers weren't CGI.
It was because that. Well, no, they were live action for the Mandalorian.
Oh, and
the Book of Boba Fett. Well, no, the
Book of that scene. Yeah, the Grogu. I wonder if they filmed those at the same time, like they knew they needed.
Yeah, they
I don't know.
Could be. But also,
we're finally getting live action real clone troopers.
Yeah, and
15 years later.
And that was 501st clones, and then in Andor we're getting the blank, the clean army builder type phase 2 live action, and they look clean, like it.
Yeah,
looks so good.
Well, speaking of Andor,
yep.
What a great segue.
Yeah, hop on the segue.
Said no one ever. Yeah, said no one ever. Whenever they saw a segue, no one sees a segue and goes, "That's a great segue."
For those ever.
Yeah, segways are dumb bike things. I don't know. Anyway, okay.
They're great podcast things, though.
Yes, shut up. We got Cassian Andor Deluxe. On, you think Cassian Andor Deluxe?
I really liked this at first. And then I saw the price of it, and I was like, hold on. This seems like $9 to $11 a little too expensive. $56 for a figure and $56
for
the
droid's not even.
And a small
and what
droid.
is it? Is it B? It's like B3 emo or something like that.
Yeah, BMO, B3 EMO. Yeah, I have no idea, but like the droid is smaller than R2. It looks like.
Is he this? How big is he compared to BB-8? Because in Force Awakens, Rey came with BB-8 for the same price
for $19.99. Yeah,
for $19.99,
and now $56. So I was originally planning on getting this. I'm hesitant now. I don't think I'm gonna at least buy this on day one. Like I don't necessarily. I think I'd rather have the $25 Cassian figure and save that $21 on not having the droid personally. But we'll see. Maybe I'll still get it.
I do think that they will just straight up re-release that figure and
they absolutely will.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll come with the droid though.
No, it seems to me like it'll be a carbon copy of what they did with Cad Bane and the exclusive that he was released as originally. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. And
you need the droid to be complete completionist.
I it's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Someone's got to buy it to tell others why they were right for not buying it. Does that make sense?
It does. What's going to happen is I'm going to pass on this, right? And then the droid is going to be so beloved in the show that it's going to be worth like a ton on eBay now. And then I'm going to be like, well, now I can't get it because it's sold out there and the secondary market's too high. So I'm going to miss out.
Don't you wish you bought it for $56?
Right. But
I don't know.
That price is
tough. It's a tough price tag.
It's a tough price.
Sure. Like I can't think of any way really to justify it. Like if they sold that figure by itself for $25 and for $25, that's still only $50, and this is $56. Like $6, I guess, for being a convention exclusive. You get that markup or whatever, like that.
Yeah, and now isn't there some confusion on what it's going to be exclusive to? Because it's not SDCC.
Well, originally,
that's what we thought.
Originally, people were saying it was going to be San Diego Comic-Con, but it is not. I'm guessing PulseCon is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. When is PulseCon? Do we know?
Usually in October.
It just seems early for it to be revealed, though, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'm not. Do I look like I'm on?
I know.
I wish the answer was yes.
I guess it might have been revealed early just to help with the build up for the actual show itself. Maybe
it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, it's weird in hindsight how close to the vest Lucasfilm played season 2 of Mando and Book of Boba Fett, because like it seems like it wasn't just Hasbro. Like nobody got anything early for those, and people and places are just now sort of playing catch up for those designs. Like Hot Toys just now releasing a Cad Bane for a show that aired like 4 or 5 months ago or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me that it's not just Hasbro, but it seems like they've learned their lesson. Now we've got tons of stuff for Kenobi, and it seems like it's going to be the same for Andor, which is good, I guess.
So let's talk about the actual specific figure a little bit. So it looks like for the packaging, they're going a really bright red, which I think is interesting for the show. I was hoping they'd use that color
for the label.
I was hoping they'd save the bright red for like Last Jedi or Revenge of the Sith or something. But we'll see.
The
figure itself, how do you feel about them dipping it in a bucket of canola oil before putting it in a box? I think I called it Sauna Cassian Andor or something, like Sauna Room Cassian Andor, because he is sweaty. Like even his leather jacket is sweaty.
Right. Like the leather jacket has sweat glands. I'm pretty sure our pal Matt from Shooting the Galaxy took those photos. So I wish I could just send him a message, just ask him like, "Yo, was that as shiny in person as it was in the pictures? Like, what's going on there?"
And I'm almost like not too worried about the leather jacket, because you could argue that a leather jacket in bright light should have some
Sheen,
not
like
reflection, but some some glisten or something.
Yeah, glisten. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But like it just looks like his face is so wet, and it's almost just a little gross. It looks like it would be gross to hold in your hand. Like if you just look at the picture and
like it's really a little residue. Yeah,
it looks like it would feel like it would stick to you or something. So I think the Mr. Super Clear matte spray.
Just gonna douse the whole thing. It's gonna
this might
spray the whole body.
Yeah, with the Boba Fett, I tucked him through a little paper towel. How Lance Peter Luke in his video showed everybody how to do. So you protect the body to keep that the armor shine a little bit. But this one, you might just have to do the whole thing because it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that was the noticeable. The figure itself is a nice figure.
I think the sculpt looks great. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the knee joints, everything looks like it'll be really nice and all that.
Yeah, it's just the shine and the price point, I think, are the two sort of.
What is $56 in USD in pounds?
So that'd probably retail for like $49.99 if that was to come here, maybe.
So yeah, it says $47.30. You're probably right. They'll probably retail it for about $50. So a little cheaper, but not much.
Yeah, still not something I'd be sort of happy to pay for at that price.
Oh no, it's going. Oh boy, more Mr. Hasbro, please.
Yeah.
And I just can't like the $56. I'm gonna really have to sit on this one and think about it before I go for it, because I'm not gonna keep this one in the packaging.
No, you're gonna open it up.
So
I think with this one, it's definitely going to be re-released. I think you're paying for the droid.
Oh, for sure.
I just can't. Like $25 is the figure, and then another like everything on top of that. Like, come on now. It's just a little crazy in my opinion.
I do like what they've done with the packaging though. The split packaging. I think that's new from what I've seen.
They've never done it where it's coming out of both sides.
I think isn't that what they're doing with the Darth Vader and Obi-Wan concept art 2-pack, or am I wrong?
No. That one comes in a regular, just kind of like a larger built, like
a larger
just double looking package, like double the length. Galaxy.
Okay, so it looks like it slides out. It does. It like looks the same, but it doesn't slide out. You would have to physically open the box and then pull that out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same kind of plastic tray thing.
Yeah,
because they had to pick. Yeah, whereas this is like more like a regular convention exclusive where the figure slides out and there's no plastic on it,
so and it's like strapped in. Yeah. So I think I'm still like on the fence, but I'm leaning towards passing and then waiting for the mainline release.
Yeah.
To not get and unfortunately I won't get the droid most likely, but we'll see. And so Mike, you hate yourself for it, but you're gonna place the order on that one.
I'm gonna get that stupid droid. I'm just gonna get that stupid droid. Can we talk about something I do want to talk about? This is building me out.
Yes, let's jump in. So we have our 11th release of the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett mold. Woo! Celebrate confetti everywhere.
To be fair, if they had done it on the Return of the Jedi body mold, it would be wrong based on the artwork.
That is correct.
This is a comic character. It's based on a comic series. And this is the outfit that he wore. He literally just was a black version of his ESB outfit.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, I agree. I like this. I am definitely going to try to get it. Hopefully, if anybody out there is going to SDCC and you want to grab me a QR code, I would thank you very much.
I got the same guy that talked about the B-boy, the 501st guy. He's grabbing me one because he's going to San. He lives in the area, obviously.
So if he grabs another one,
I'll see what I can do.
See what you can do.
I'll see what I can do.
But yeah, I actually really like this. I wish maybe we could get a new Empire Strikes Back mold, but I know for this comic book one, they're not going to do that.
I feel like at this point, never going to do that. Honestly.
Yeah. But it is crazy that this is the 11th time they've released it. If you count the Mexico 4-pack. And I know a lot of people forget about that one.
You know what? I don't like counting the straight re-releases like the archive one or the 40th anniversary, because it's the same figure. They're just, it's a popular, or was a popular figure. And there was a time where even the archive
mode sells,
yeah, there was a time even the archive release, it was out, but people were scalping it to hell and back because of how popular that figure was. So I really only like to count just the straight up repaints. So we have like the original release. Yeah. We've got the Kenner Boba Fett release. Got the white one that Sean got earlier.
Droids.
We've got the droids one. We've got, did I say the carbonized one?
No, not yet.
Okay, we got the carbonized one. And then we have this one. I think that's all. I think that's all the individual releases.
Yeah, because I think the other ones would be archive, anniversary, the SDCC with the Han Solo carbonite, Mexico 4-pack. I'm forgetting another one. It's been released so many times. What else more?
I think just the original one. Did I say the original one? Like,
yeah, you said
yeah. Okay. But it's been a lot. But a lot of the releases have just been the exact same figure released in a different package.
And it's popular.
So I don't super count that. It's popular. But this one, I made an observation I thought was pretty clever. It was like it's like Boba Fett and Snake Eyes crossover, because he's
there you
like
go.
Snake. He's all black. He's just all black. I do like the glossy black on him. Like he's got some matte black and some glossy black mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty nice.
It's funny how this is immediately, and after this point, I'll let Sean jump in. I feel like we've been dominating this topic.
No, don't let Sean jump in.
I feel like it's interesting. This is coming on the heels of the Hot Toys release, because Hot Toys announced this
exact same thing
not 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah,
if I remember right. Like, So I wonder if this is like a Lucasfilm thing. Like, we want this to be announced at this time. It's just kind of interesting.
Oh, I definitely think Lucasfilm was like, oh, we want to push this Boba Fett. Like this is a comic event we've got going on or whatever. So Hot Toys like, fine, Boba Fett, and Hasbro's like, fine, Boba Fett, whatever.
Yeah.
So I definitely think, just like I'm pretty sure like the Reba Saber was a more of a directive from Lucasfilm than a real decision by the Hasbro team. I like, there's definitely marketing going on, which is happening. They're a business. They're there to push their product. Like, they're not making toys altruistically. They're there to make money. That's the way Star Wars always has been. George Lucas, his big thing was he kept the market, the merchandising for Star Wars, like famously kept that, because he knew when it came to Star Wars, merchandising was where it was at. And that's why the whole Moichendizing thing joke in Spaceballs was so funny and spot on, because that is Star Wars is a merchandising vehicle, and it always has
that great independent film Star Balls.
Yes.
Spaceballs.
Spaceball. This has always been a merchandising opportunity film, and it has been since the original trilogy back in the late 70s, early 80s. Like, that's never been. And if you think otherwise, you're fooling yourself.
That's how Star Wars itself is just a license to print money.
100%.
Yeah.
Great contribution, Sean. Now shut up. No, I'm just
joking.
Yes. No, Sean, give us your
here on the SDCC.
Yeah, give us. So you sound smarter with your accent. So everything you say, people will probably just
that's true.
Agree with
it's
it more.
The first time I've ever heard that. I've got a rough accent compared. The figure itself, I will get, because it's Boba Fett, and I will buy anything Boba Fett, even if it's terrible. I will buy it, but I just think, I don't know. I understand its release. It's kind of confusing to me. Like, I like the comic series, but I think they're generally very overpriced. Because to me, the packaging is not as great, or it feels kind of flimsy to me. That's just my main issue with them. I just think they're a little bit overpriced, the comic line.
And this one, I think the retails is it $33.99 US, right?
It's the price of a deluxe.
Like, so they're marking this one up, and that's it. I think the only issue I have with it is it's a little marked up, because this is a good one to be an exclusive, because unless you're like a diehard and really want it, you know, if this were mainline, it would be kind of like really. But continue, Sean.
Yeah, and it's like a couple of the comic lines before, like Black Chrysanthemum, that was shocking.
Sure.
I just think with the comic lines, you're paying for the box. I'm
kind of, and to be fair, I use the box as decoration on my shelf.
Yeah, I mean the Boba Fett I will get. I do like the black.
Yeah.
The Hot Toys looks insane.
It does look good,
but I don't want to go down that wormhole of buying them, because
don't do it.
I don't know where it went. But I do like the.
I haven't found the bottom yet.
You're still falling.
I just think it suffers from the Boba Fett tax issue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I will get it. I do like it. I don't like the fact that I'm going to get it and that I do like it, but I do, unfortunately. I don't know. It was a bit of a out of nowhere reveal, but I guess it's exclusive. I'm still very new to knowing like the insider stuff of them, like you guys know. So I only very recently started following like Yak Face and stuff. So I've only just started to find out like the inner workings of everything. So I'm not the most experienced.
That's what we're here for. Yeah, we're here to disseminate that information for your entertainment property decos.
Yeah, for your entertaining decorations.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it just so I can complete my Boba Fett. Like I have like a Power Rangers team or a Sentai team of just different colored Boba Fetts at this point. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going for. Like now I've got a black one to go with my green one, to go with my white one, to go with my blue one, then more different color blue one, and then more different color blue.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this for sure. Not excited about the price, but it, like we said, it is an exclusive, so at least it's not taking up a mainline slot or anything. Because could you imagine if they released this on the mural packaging, just another all black,
or just with the regular comics, like or with like the first one, This is the first one of like another 4 comic panel set. I guess I'd be okay with that. I don't know.
Yeah,
the comics are kind of their own thing.
Yeah, and I like this one because it is a canon look that he had at one point.
Yep.
So it's like I actually think it's pretty sick. So I'm definitely getting it. Not excited about the price, like I said, but hey, what can you do? Also, does anybody else have any thoughts on the Boba Fett they want to?
I got nothing.
Out there real quick.
No,
nothing.
I've given all of it. Yeah.
So also recently, Yak Face posted that we got some Return of the Jedi anniversary figures coming soon. I guess he saw the code names or something. Is that what that was?
Yeah, he said no actual names, code name pop
code names
in the system. Yeah.
So we did get some new figures whenever the Empire Strikes Back anniversary came around. I think
and A New Hope.
And so the Luke
Snowspeeder Luke.
The Snowspeeder Luke was new.
And the Hoth Rebel Soldier was new. And the Darth Vader was new.
So hopefully for Return of the Jedi, what new do you think we can get from Return of the Jedi? What are you hoping for out of that?
Well, I think we'll probably see that new Luke mold be used as a 40th anniversary Jabba the Hutt, Jabba's Palace mold. I think we'll see that there before we see the Mandalorian season 2 Luke using the same mold. That's just kind of. I think they'll be mostly the same. That for me. That's like the sure bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll do the Paplu in the Return of the Jedi line because he was an exclusive, the con exclusive. So
yeah,
finally
obviously no bike, no speeder bike,
no
probably,
bike,
but
no bike.
Yeah.
I would like to see them re-release the original Darth Vader with the helmet off. Maybe give him a little photoreal update and maybe a better helmet.
I kind of hope they tweak that one more than just re-releasing it, like a new helmet or use the body from like Empire Strikes Back.
I would hope
with
so,
a new head.
but I just wouldn't count on it. I think we'll at least get a photo reel if they decide to do that one. We'll at least get the photo reel update, and then hopefully the helmet looks better. Like hopefully they do a new top of the helmet because that thing just looks like a sad dog. And I actually have that.
It's not good.
In the mail, so I'll be getting that soon again.
But
any other like specific re-releases that you would want to see from Return of the Jedi, Sean? Since you started collecting just recently.
Oh yeah, that's a
question. I want Huttslayer
Leia. Of course.
I mean, that's all I really want. But because I just love Leia anyway, so every figure that gets released for every outfit, it's like I want that. Like the Yavin figure is great. But yeah, Huttslayer Leia, 100%. That's all I want. Then I'm happy.
I really would like it. They did a new Huttslayer Leia. I know they won't, but I would prefer it if they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a new one.
The
other one just looks so bad, like all the joints and stuff.
It does. The joints just being open and skin toned and skinny, they don't look good. I mean, I've got it. She's on my shelf, but it's definitely one of my least favorite figures in my collection for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think now that they've in my opinion, nailed the face sculpt, especially with the Yavin figure, they've got it on point now. I think, they could just keep throwing out new layers with every other outfit and I would be more than happy to buy them. For sure. Because I think they've got to that point with her now where they've got her right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be excited for that one. But that's one of my least favorite Star Wars movies. So from that, I haven't got many people I would like to see. But
I imagine we'll get a lot of re-releases as well on top of
that.
They'll probably throw Big Fortuna in there. And
the figures will probably in there. The Luke, Han, and Leia.
They'll do the main cast. They might throw the General Lando.
We'll get General Lando. Yeah.
Again, we'll get General Lando again. I'm hoping to see Wicket. We need a Wicket Black Series.
We definitely need a Wicket.
That's a perfect time.
I would like it if they went kind of hard on Ewoks. Like, give us a Wicket. Give us a Chief Chirpa. Give us all.
Give us the one that dies.
I did the math here.
The ATST.
Because of the failure of the lightsaber and the success of the His tank, a big popular online discussion right now is vehicles or half labs you'd like to see that's a vehicle. And I've convinced myself for me that an ATST would be the best choice.
Yeah,
I think it's exactly the right height. If you're about 30 inches tall, like that's shorter than Galactus or whatever, but still real big. There's two figures you can make, ATST drivers. Han Solo is an ATST driver. Give us a Chewbacca to swing in, or some Ewoks, or like a glider, as tiers or whatever, or just give us like a nice stand for it to be on that looks like a Endor floor, kind of thing. Like I'd be okay with all of that, but I think
how about a cardboard backdrop with it? That'd be sick.
I'd love if it came with the plastic ground and it was an augment to that, I would be okay with that. I think for a lot of people it was literally just cardboard meant to be propped up and stood there. Admittedly, I think cardboard's dumb too. I didn't care about the cardboard at all. I did care about the bones.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to use the cardboard. I wanted,
what the stupid bones.
I think in terms of like HasLab and stuff, I'd love to see. I'm probably sort of the only one with this opinion. I'd like to see like dioramas. Sort of
diorama would be an awesome choice as well. I agree with that. I really do.
Because I think that would be backed quite well.
I think a diorama would do a really good job as well. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Jabba's Palace diorama maybe or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, or Tantive hallway, like the Space Walls things was trying to do, or like a final duel with like, Luke and Emperor Palpatine and stuff. Like, give me a place to put that chair that comes with Palpatine, like,
yeah, you know how long I've been considering buying the SH Figuarts little like stand for $80 on eBay that comes with the SH Figuarts Darth Vader, and it comes with that stand so you can put the throne on. I've been considering buying that, but I haven't pulled the trigger. So hopefully Hasbro releases one and I can get it then. That's not cardboard or anything.
That's great, Sean. Keep contributing to the podcast finally. I don't know why I'm making jerk.
After all these months,
I know, right? No, I don't know. I have no idea why. It's just I've suddenly decided to be a jerk, John, for no reason. And it's like 1 in the morning his time. Yeah.
On the next T-shirt design, I just put a little detail. Just screw Mike. Just very small. Very small.
I would 100% buy that shirt. Just make it big. That will play to our haters. Let's make one of shirt that just says "Screw Mike Case," just like, or fuck or whatever, and just like bleep out the other letters, and then the people that hate us will buy that shirt, and the people that like us will buy our other shirts. Either way, we're selling shirts.
I just got the best idea for a shirt.
I need to write this down. My idea.
I just got the best idea for a shirt.
Yeah,
all black, and then just do like in yellow font or something. TBS greater symbol TVC, right? Right. TBS greater symbol TVC, and then our logo on the back. That one might sell a lot. That one might sell a lot.
I like that one.
I'd at least buy one of them.
All right.
That's written down along with my other idea.
The one that he just got, the inspiration, the epiphany that he just had.
Yeah, it's a Mike Case T-shirt.
Oh, all right.
What do we get, like silhouettes for our faces or something?
I was thinking about that. I had an idea for that too. Did have an idea.
Well, I think we got some questions for Sean before we wrap up here.
Yes, before we wrap up. All right. What is your favorite Black Series figure?
Weirdly, the Endor Han Solo.
That's a great figure.
No, that's a good one. That's a great figure.
Yeah. The jacket is awesome.
Yeah.
The face sculpt is like the best you can possibly get, in my opinion.
100%. Yep.
You have like a second favorite? Like a close.
Probably the comic line Darth Maul. Amazing,
okay, there you go.
Amazing.
Also
figure.
Great figure. Yep.
Are your least favorite in Black Series figure?
Oh, it's a hard one. I would say I don't own it, but the Din Djarin figure. But out of the ones I own, it would probably, I would say Kanan.
Okay.
I know that's quite a liked figure, but
the joints can be stiff on that.
I don't know. I look at it and it doesn't. I'm not like wow about that figure. But
sure, that's fair. Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
That's fair. If you had to pick one figure to be made in the Black Series that isn't out yet, what would you pick?
I'm probably
your most wanted figure.
I'm probably going to butcher his name here, but I would love to see a deluxe version of this is Dexter from Attack of the Clones, the chef.
Dexter Jetster.
Dexter Jetster.
I would love to see a deluxe version of him. I'd love that.
That'd be awesome. And then
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and then maybe like he could be packed with like the little red droid that like serves the Java juice and stuff.
Flow.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be sick. So as far as what is your favorite innovation in the line? I think this is an easy question. I think people are going to say the same thing.
Favorite innovation.
So we got like the photo reel, butterfly joint.
I would definitely say photo reel. Because looking back, because I did when I started collecting these, I went back and bought a couple of the Red Line figures, which was the original Mandalorian and the Gaming Greats Django.
Yeah.
And I was looking just online at other characters that I wanted, because obviously so far in the Galaxy line there's been not really any sequel trilogy figures. So I was looking at them, and the face molds are just, well, not the molds, but the paint especially isn't good.
Some of the sculpt is there, but the paint just doesn't
no, because I've seen some of the repaints and the sculpts are really good. It's just the painting that isn't great.
Yeah. Your favorite era to collect? It's like prequels, OT, sequels, or TV shows, etc.
Oh, it's a toss-up between TV shows and the original trilogy, which I didn't think would be my choice, because I'm not a massive fan of the original trilogy, just because I didn't grow up with that, and that wasn't my trilogy. But the figures around that area are amazing. Like the Return of Jedi figures, I think is the best sort of line that they have so far.
And then lastly, TBS or TVC? And I think I know your answer for this personally.
I mean, it's not a question. The Black Series. I mean, the vintage collection is for 6-year-olds.
Oh!
And
you heard it here first. And Mike, because he's a traitor. Him and Benedict Arnold.
Whoa! I own one TVC figure, and now I've also been burned.
One too many. That is one too many.
I got really mad. I started outraging at work the other day, and people were like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" And I said, "Oh, my buddy Nate just put in a group chat. He bought a TVC figure. He sent a picture of a TV figure in our group chat." No, remember Nate posted the he posted the unpunched.
Yeah.
Was it
the Old Republic trooper or whatever?
Yeah,
the Republic command.
So everybody at work was like, "Why are you so mad?" So that's why I lashed out, and I'm getting fined at work now because Nate he triggered me at work. So thanks, Nate, for that.
I'd be scared to buy one. I mean, I would buy one because some of them do look good. But I would be scared because I'd buy one and I know what I'm like.
Yeah,
I would take it to another level. It's like that's why I'm sticking with the Black Series, because there's so many other lines I want, like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Like, I really want some of those figures, but I can only handle one obsession in my life.
Yeah,
and it's going to be the Black Series. Yeah.
I'm so jealous of like a lot of the TVC dioramas they do, like whenever they release the Tantive 4 walls and all that, and they get the play sets that they release, like the carbonite chamber, from Empire Strikes Back and all that. So, but also I did want to ask for your thoughts on the Kenobi show before we wrap up here.
I thought it was great. I did love it. Some of the episodes sort of felt like filler, but I understand that you're probably going to get that. But with a short series, 6 episodes, I think it was. I don't know. It felt like a lot more filler than it should have been. I did love it. I love the ending. I love the story. The actress who plays Little Leia is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
She is little Carrie Fisher. She's incredible. The show overall was great. I just think it was a bit too much filler for me, but I haven't really got any complaints about the show. So I loved it. Can't wait for the figures to start dropping over here
soon. Oh yeah, I wonder when they'll start dropping there because they're just starting to hit here.
We have a release date now of August, I believe.
Okay, so not too far away.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Same with Saul Guerrero. He comes out at the beginning of next month as well.
Yeah. So I actually meant to bring that up. I was talking on Twitter today. Someone sent me a screenshot of Big Bad Toy Store that their Saga hit today. Like, has it in his pile of loot. So I immediately went to Big Bad Toy Store and pre-ordered Saw Gerrera just in case it hits there first, because I have to ship my pile of loot within 6 days, or else they're going to auto ship me one of my figures. And you might as well, if they're going to do that, you might as well ship them all because it's like a flat rate. So instead of paying $5 to ship one figure, I want to pay $5 and ship me like 5 or 6 figures, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the case for more than just him, and Saw Gerrera is coming out.
Yeah, that's nice.
To add on, actually, very quickly to one of my favorite figures,
right
the new re-release of Baze Malbus. I love that figure.
I can't get him to stand up without a stand. He's the only figure I have to have a stand for because he just constantly falls. And I had that problem with the original release and the re-release now. Like, I just hit, like, the ankle joint is like messed up for me or something. I just can't get it to stand.
That's why I keep them in the box. I don't have that problem. they stay standing.
The box stands fine there.
Yeah.
I did forget earlier to do our Patreon member fine edition. So we had some good comments, and I'm scrolling here to find a really good one. And I think I'm going to go with Frostbit 3 got the Cobb Vant a couple days ago, and Mark Karf picked up the Jenny Tartakovsky Clone Wars Arc Trooper, which is a fabulous figure that I hope everybody who wants it was able to get before paying a ridiculous secondary market price. And hopefully they put that in mainline Clone Wars packaging and make it non-exclusive one day. That whole wave needs to be put in mainline packaging. Why do they keep doing Clone Wars figures like exclusive like that? Like that whole Walmart exclusive phase, that whole Target exclusive phase.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just ridiculous. Like, people eat those figures up. They need to be straight mainline. But we don't get to make those decisions. Sean, where can our listeners follow you, find out what you're doing on socials, and all that?
The main place you can get me is over on Twitter at Shattered Cause, CAWS. The account's mainly WWE gaming, but there will be the odd bit other stuff on there. Yeah. So that's mainly where you can find me. That's really all I use now. Just over on Twitter. Nearly at 5K followers. So I'm hoping to get that up soon.
Boy, I didn't even look at that. I have not looked at your follower count.
And are you making a TikTok soon? I remember you said you were considering it.
I'm considering it. I tried to make something the other day on it. I just got angry and threw my phone. Just every picture started moving and blowing up, and I was just like, no, it's too much. But I'll probably give it a go at some point when I've had sleep, I would say.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Mike, where can they follow you, and what do you got? Any videos coming out soon people can check out?
Yeah, I got some. I am re-energized on making videos, so I got a bunch of things in the works for making videos.
You took a little hibernation. It was necessary to
I took a month off. Yeah. But I'm back, and I've already got a couple videos up, and I'm gonna have some more up. So you can check out my channel, Mike Case on Twitter, and not Twitter. That I am on Twitter at Mike Case, but on YouTube for watching my videos. And then I'm on the Instagram at Trusty Sidekick. That's where you can find me.
Yeah. You have TikTok too?
I do have TikTok. Mike Case 82. That's true.
follow him there and convince him to post more. Your videos get good views, so
I'll try. I just always forget because I'm too old. I'm too old.
Yeah,
I saw something the other day where like the Zoomer generation, they use TikTok for like Google search. They really search things.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is by going to TikTok. It's so weird.
I will say though, I needed help posting or like hanging a corner shelf in my room because my wife wanted to put up some pictures on it. So I remember a long time ago I had liked something where it was like a neat trick to how you use a leveler and then like to do it, and then it made it so easy. It's the easiest I've ever hung something. So it was fabulous. So it's a tool. TikTok can be used as a good tool.
All right.
Speaking of TikTok, you can follow me there at the Star Wars Black Series. Follow me on Instagram at the Star Wars Black Series. Same username. Follow us on Twitter at TBS Cantina. Check out our
merch.
Yeah, we got merch. So go to there will be links everywhere. We'll tweet links, put it on Instagram and all that. Got shirts, mugs, a sticker, hoodies, and we'll have more. Everybody go pick up a Fine Edition shirt. Pick up the Rancor, the Gone But Not Forgotten shirt. Pick up the regular Black Series Cantina shirt that Mike is wearing right now. We'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to our Patreon. If you subscribe to the 3rd tier or above, you get 15% off our merchandise store. And I think the tiers below that, you get 10% off. Is that correct?
10. Yeah, you save something 10%. No matter what. Even the $2 here saves money. So
yeah, so sign up for that. We really appreciate it. And we got giveaways coming soon. I don't know what we're going to give away. Maybe it'll be a Fine Edition shirt. Maybe it'll be the Rancor shirt. Maybe it'll be a hoodie. Or maybe if you win, you're part of the giveaway, you can just pick one of them. We're not sure.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a giveaway soon once we hit 50 Patreon members or the holiday season, whichever comes first. Hopefully we can get up to 50 and then we can do a giveaway soon. We're not sure exactly what figures. We know it's going to be the Jedi Patrol Stormtrooper, thanks to JD Stoke. He's donating that to the podcast. And we'll get some cool figures to give away and announce those eventually. So I think that's about it. Also, email us blackseriescantina@gmail.com if you would like to. But I think that's the end of the spiel. I think I got everything. Did I forget anything? I don't think so.
All I can think of, honestly. I think you got just about everything.
Yep. So big shout out and thank you to Sean for doing all of our like branding and all that, all of our backdrops and logos and the stuff you see me do on TikTok, like the new colored logos I got for that. He kindly did all those. So thank you. And that's all I got.
I love doing it. Not a problem.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.